am Dr. Mary Jo Ruggieri, and I'm a holistic health professional. And welcome to Staying Well with Dr. Mary Jo. Corporate wellness, the future of our healthcare in this country. Do you realize that 170 million Americans are employed in single-payer corporations that are self-insured? That's a lot. So when we are looking at healthcare changes, I understand that this is a very, very complex situation. Obamacare now, we're looking at corporations not being able to afford all of the medical care costs, the prices of medications, the prices of, looking at how we take care of our conditions, our chronic conditions. It is really very difficult to try to figure out what to do. Now, we are very fortunate. At our Institute of Holistic Health Careers, we are doing corporate wellness implementation. We're working with several major Fortune 500 companies. We're working with setting up actual employees' education, setting up on-site clinics so that they can actually go off of the shift and come in and do maybe meditation, get some body work, do some repetitive motion exercises for carpal tunnel issues. And basically what we're seeing is that all the corporations are saying, what are we going to do? You have to realize the cost of healthcare in this country is one of our biggest national gross products that we have. It is almost as bad as our military budget. We have to look at going to a wellness paradigm instead of a sickness paradigm. Now, today I'm looking at giving you information about what's happening in the major corporations. And if you run a corporation or if you run even a small business, it is going to behoove you to move towards a wellness paradigm of healthcare than just saying, okay, you got diabetes, we'll pay for your medications. Okay, you need surgeries, we'll pay for this. We've got to prevent that, because preventing carpal tunnel, maybe with acupuncture, with all the things that we're showing in corporate wellness, they'll cost you maybe $8,000. A carpal tunnel surgery costs you $38,000 to $45,000. Now, as a single-payer corporation, as a small business owner, you're going to understand this when you understand that all of the stats, and I'm going to show you some of this information, all of the research is showing that if you, as a corporate leader, an HR person, a CEO, if you put in, even spend $1.25 for wellness and put wellness in a way that we are teaching in our corporate wellness coaching classes. We're teaching how to put it in an effective and a sustainable way. But if you put in $1.25 per employee for wellness, you're going to get a return of close to $4.58 in return in savings in your medical costs. That is a no-brainer. So I'd like to share with you and get you to really realize, and we're talking about, all of us are working. I mean, everything in our whole country is made by our corporations. Even if you're in an office, if you're doing any type of secretarial work, we're talking about the whole gamut of corporate wealth. This is where I think healthcare is going to change. I don't think it's going to change in medicine. I don't think it's going to change in hospitals, or, basically I think it's going to change at the corporate level, especially when people are saying, we can't give you insurance because we can't afford it. We can give you so much money to do, and what are you going to want to do? Say, I better prevent it, because if I have to pay for my own x-rays or my own surgeries, I'm going to have a problem. Okay, here's some facts. So a lot of scientific reviews identified 378 peer research studies showing that corporate wellness programs improve health knowledge, health behaviors, and underlying health conditions. We want to change the culture around it. In some of the one corporation that we're working with, we have helped them implement their on-site programs. And in one study we did with gathering data, when we put the actual wellness clinics on site, was we saved $990,000 in this one factory of 120 people over an 8-month period. We had no workers' comp claims, and we had a reduced absenteeism, and they had reversed some things that were up for surgeries. So keeping data is also very good, which we train our people to do. As wellness people, we train them to go in and do that. Now, several scientific reviews indicate that corporate wellness programs do reduce medical costs and rates of absenteeism and produce a positive return on investment. the most definitive review of financial impact reported that, ready? 18 research studies indicated that these corporate wellness programs do reduce medical costs, and 14 of these studies indicated that they lower rates of absenteeism costs. That's huge in corporations. So when you're looking at staying well, you have to look at prevention. You have to look at wellness. I am so thrilled to be present in this holistic movement and this wellness movement. I know there's a lot of political differences. I don't think people understand how it's going to play out. It's all a lot of insecurity. We explain that in our courses. We talk to people about how they can use it and how they're going to benefit from it. But you know, health is your first right. Health is absolutely your first freedom and your first right. So that's why we have so much problems around it. So here is just a general review as I conclude, so you can become aware. Start pushing corporate wellness programs in your job, in your factory, in your business. You're going to benefit. I am telling you, we've been studying this now for a few years, and you're going to make huge, remarkable benefits in your own health and health care. Here's some of them, just an outline. Completely beneficial cost reduction. Improved productivity, that's what they're seeing. Task focused. Reduced interruptions from symptoms. Reduced depression. Reduced feelings of helplessness. Reduced medical plan costs, that's the big one. Reduced sick days and disability plan claims. Disability plan claims is huge in cost for corporations. Decreased workers' compensation claims, huge. Demonstrate concern for employees and improve morale. The corporations we're working with, when we go in and we're working nose to nose with the employees, they just are happy because they're actually, some of the more Fortune 500 companies are paying for even supplements, detoxing, relaxation, and so this is going to be huge. Improved employee participation also in the wellness and the holistic preventive healthcare services. So, just a tip of the iceberg. If you are interested in this, we can give you much more information. You can go to holistichealthcareers.com and you can see some of the programs that we're working with. But for you personally, all of us have something that we're working on. Go and try to go more influence wellness programs instead of just wait until you get the disease and have your insurance cover it. So stay well. Corporate wellness. Thank you.